This could be it right here. WinCloud, Noodlebrain, Coalia. If any one of them get top two, this is going to be over, and we're going to have a winner. I cannot wait to see how this unfolds. Shout out to all these players.
Yes.
Super intense. A lot of pressure on all these guys. Got to avoid those mistakes. Looks like we're going to
Yeah.
get into snowbound slopes, a longer track, not a short and sweet one lapper. It's a two lapper and it's pretty long. So lots of room, lots of little sketchy spots on this track, little places where you can get bumped and lose a lot of time. So it's going to be a big balance between sending it and playing it safe. Who wants it
Yeah.
more? Who can rise up when all the pressure is there to become our champion? I can't
And
wait to see this
Axel,
unfold.
I think the irony in this situation as well is, for instance, if Freaky or Magic or Bronxy or Sarah or Yisk gets out into P1 ahead of WinCloud, Noodlebrain, or Koa, it would honestly almost be in their best interest to try and just defend against who could potentially be in that third place spot because they will win. If you place P2 here and you have 92 points and none of your competitors place ahead of you, you take the tournament. You take first place.
Yeah.
So that's the real big question mark right about now. But there's still very real potential. For instance, if Freaky places in first place and WinCloud or Noodlebrain or Koa places P1, they might be able to overtake one of the players that is currently tied for first. So Snowbound Slopes,
Yes.
the potential final scene here for this tournament, and very likely so, as our fastest players all now in direct competition to see who will be the winner for the solo speed event.
I'm on board with Noodlebrain here. I think he's made a lot of huge moves. Like, he didn't start... I remember we talked about it earlier in this finals. He didn't have the greatest start to this finals, and now he's kind of surging back, getting in the top three, trying to win the thing. So I'm watching Noodlebrain also getting first in that last track. Really interested to see what happens. Freaky in front to start. Sarah in second. Pretty simple U-turns at the start here, but this is where it could get sketchy. You go through this mountain, and there's ice, there's this little thing right in front, inconveniently placed with the ladder, you have to go around that. There's this pillar in the middle of the ramp. Why is that there? Who put that there? Not cool. And then if you don't boost here, you're in a lot of trouble because there's an uphill, and there's that log that we saw Dows. I mean, there's just a lot of sketchy parts there. Looks like everyone navigating through here without too much trouble. All these players are still in contention. The top 8 incredibly close. WinCloud, though, trying to make a statement. WinCloud in the top 2. Remember, Freaky in 4th has got a lot of work to do, but WinCloud, we're really going to have to watch him because he's had a great tournament so far, and Coalia right up there with him, so this is as close as it gets. Getting through lap 1, going to the ski lift. I remember when this happened last, I think Coalia won in the last time they went on this track and had a huge move at the start of the second lap. So let's watch here as they get to the top. Who can make the moves? There's a couple tight U-turns you have to make at the top of this mountain before you get to that line. Looks like everyone relatively smooth through those U-turns. I'm still watching Noodlebrain in 6th place, but the battle is that top 3 right now. Freaky, Coalia, and WinCloud. We know, again, Koa, WinCloud, and Noodlebrain are fighting for that top 2 to go for a victory in this tournament. Noodlebrain fading away a little bit, trying to claw back, but kind of destiny in Coalia's hands right now in first place. Did really well on this track the last time it was played. Can they hold on?
We do get a little bit of space here. I'm spectating Freaky. Wasn't first. Oh, Coalia has a massive moment into the wall. Tries to take this narrow apex. Now overtaken by both Noodle and WinCloud. Noodle the P2 was having a disastrous race earlier on, but now
this is it.
The one potential match point leader. They just need to place in the top 2 and not be outplaced by their competition. Freaky still out here in first place pretty solidly. Noodlebrain distant second. If Coalia can make the move happen, that is the key.
Noodle's going for it right now. Just gotta look at this. Plenty of boost in the tank here. It's got at least a second round of Christmas tree. Oh no, Coalia makes the pass. Coalia making it through. Noodle with a catastrophic crash at the end, and Coalia's gonna hold on to second. Freaky first. Koa takes it. Noodle falls, and that does it. Oh my gosh, it's over. Coalia winning our item tournament, winning our speed tournament. Why did Nexon send me things? Nexon, just send them straight to Coalia. I don't need to be no messenger. I don't need to pass any items along. Coalia, absolutely dominant. Unbelievable. Winning an item, winning in speed. We'll let it be official, but I think I'm okay at math. I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at. What a tournament.
Get the final standings here in just a moment. We actually had another tie, WinCloud and Yiz, both placing 2 minutes 36.698. But of course, that's not the story that we're paying attention to. Bronxy also with a DNF, but these are just details at this point. We're looking at our final standings, Axel. They are updated, and oh my god, it was a close one. Our top 4 after 100 points and what was it, 15, 16 races in total? We don't even have that many tallies on the list. We had Kolia coming in first place, 100 points, followed shortly by Noodlebrain in 97, WindCloud 96, Freaky at 95 points.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. And it literally came down to the final 6 or 7 seconds of the race. Noodlebrain was in control
Oh,
of his destiny. He was in second place. He had like a second gap behind him. Not only that, as I mentioned, he had plenty of boost in the tank. Like there's situations where you're like running out of boost, you're trying to get that boost back kind of desperately, but Noodle was fine. He had plenty of boost to work with, but he ran into a tree. And that's like a classic hilarious thing that everyone has done,
uh,
but this is definitely the moment you wanted to avoid that. And with that collision, Koalia coming in with the pass, securing second place. Shout out to Freaky getting first and just hoping things worked out behind him. Freaky needed to get first, and
yeah,
that's exactly what he did. And I am just overjoyed by our standings here. I mean,
yeah,
197, 96, 95. What a cool day. What a cool tournament. Thank you to all the players who participated. I certainly did not expect it to be this close at the end, but I could not be more thrilled about it.
yeah, just utterly fantastic stuff. And you talk about Freaky, doing literally all that they can. Noodlebrain in fourth, WindCloud in fifth. If they had both placed one position lower, Freaky would be P2 for the
Right.
tournament. Right? Or
Well,
or they
we'd
might they
have
might be
another
tied
race.
with Noodle. They might be tied with Noodle, and then we'd have to do an ace match to
Oh
decide
my
who our top three are.
gosh.
But what an impressive day of Cartwriter overall. And even then, we saw the stories. Magic 67, 64, and 62 for Sarah Slays and Bronxy as well. Yes, down there at 44. It wasn't quite Yes Day, but for Bronxy, for Sarah, and for Magic, at many points during this final round, we had to consider the very real possibility that if they got a critical P1 finish and there was maybe a little bit of a mistake from our top four, leaders, they could very easily have gotten back into contention for the top three. So it was certainly a tournament to behold, and yeah, like I said, we're planning to run another solo speed tournament April 1st. We want to make plans to have more stuff, and I have every faith that it'll be just as competitive as what we've seen today.
Love it. I mean, if this is a glimpse of the potential of Kartrider Esports, everyone watching who is a fan of this game
What's not to love?
should be feeling great right now. I mean, that was just such a great result. Could not be closer at the end, and bodes well for the future. So everyone keep an eye out for the tournaments we have going on. Join that rivals circuit Discord to stay involved. Keep competing. Keep participating. I got to do another plug of kind of the reason that this tournament came together. I'm here at Gamers for Giving in Ypsilanti, Michigan. It's a BYOC annual event where we raise money for kids in hospitals. I think we had some donations come through during that race. We're up to $226 raised on our Twitch fundraiser, and I basically have two fundraising platforms. There's Tiltify and there's Twitch. So whatever's easy for you to put a donation through. We're raising money for kids in hospitals. They can, have trouble passing time in hospitals. So what Gamers Outreach does, they build video game kiosks that can be wheeled from room to room, and some kids are literally prescribed video games in order to help with their improvement. So, this organization puts video games in hospitals, enabling them to be wheeled around from room to room, so kids can stay entertained and get healthier faster. So that's our mission here. That's why this tournament happened, and I'm here at the BYOC in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Squid, you've been to this event before. You could probably speak to
Yes,
how
sir.
awesome it is, but thank you so much. $50 donation from Piscator Josh, my guy. He's one of the first people he's a good friend of mine. He's one of the first people I would not stop talking to about Cartwriter and my excitement for the future. And I think this pretty much defines exactly that. Could not be more exciting. Could not be more epic. Again, huge shout out to all the players, and thank you, Squid, thank you, Ilya, everyone behind the scenes making this happen. And again, thank you for paying attention to this tournament and being aware of Gamers Outreach. And if you do contribute, really, thank you so much. And thanks for just watching. That's helpful too, just tuning in and just lending your attention to the events going on here. But of course, special thank you to those who are putting up some money towards this cause. And I think in total, we've raised nearly $300, which is pretty awesome The event as a whole is closing in on $500,000. So every dollar counts, and I'm really happy that we can contribute to that.
Yeah, it's truly an amazing thing, and we mentioned, we want to show that the car rider community cares, and I think we've done just that. Axel, we really kind of threw this together. We're trying to have a more casual tournament, but we can't help but end up having a little bit of a quality competition here at the end of the day, and I think it really just goes to show that we're gonna have to do some more. We're gonna have to
Heck
do
yes.
a
And
hell of a lot more.
coming up next week, I think it's already been announced. Tournament, you can sign up for that now. Make sure you get into the Discord. Something I want to mention, I'm actually going, I got a seat at the BYOC at DreamHack San Diego. So I'm going to San Diego for DreamHack. I got a seat on the BYOC, very similar to setup to what I'm doing here. And I got some time in the creator section at DreamHack on Sunday morning. So I'm thinking about doing a simple event there as a part of DreamHack San Diego in a few weeks. So that's something else to look out for. But good times right now. We're still waiting on little fixes in the game, making Grand Prix more friendly, allowing for ping, more fixes with kind of latency and ideal lobbies. But at the end of the day, I think everyone in the community is happy that we can actually play this game and we can actually have tournaments with this game. So anyone who's kind of new, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to be hanging out. I'm not going to be streaming for too much longer. Kind of winding down here. It's been about a 7-hour stream. Kind of a grind, but an awesome grind. Could not be more thrilled with how the tournament ended up. And thanks again, Squid. Anything else you want to say? And I'll just be hanging out here on stream. I might play a few more games, but I got a few more obligations in the venue, so I'll be off and on.
Yeah, no, there's not much more to be said that hasn't already, been put out there. Just a massive thank you to the players. We wouldn't be able to do all this without you guys, and of course, being able to put this money towards a good cause. You guys give us the platform to stand on, and we're hoping to do a lot more for the Western scene for Cartwriter. So, your support really helps us all out.